All right. So, welcome back, everyone, for another deep dive.
Yeah.
Today, we are looking at a story
Oh, yeah.
that I cannot be over.
It's a wild one.
It is wild. We
Yeah.
are talking about what happened in the Karnataka Assembly on March 20th,
Oh, my
2025.
goodness.
Um, we talk about legislative debates and things like that, but this was
After
pure political theater.
it really
I mean,
was,
just imagine, like, shouting echoing through the halls,
right?
papers flying like confetti, and
You said it?
then CDs, compact discs
I
in
know.
2025.
It's crazy.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
And the reason for all this chaos
Uh-huh.
is this bombshell that got dropped about this Honeytrap scandal
Oh, yeah.
that could involve almost 50 people.
It's insane. It's like something out of a movie.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean,
So-
we're going to try to make sense of it today. Yeah, we are going to plunge into the deep end
Okay.
of this alleged Honeytrap situation.
Okay.
So think of this as like your backstage pass to understanding all the key players, all the accusations being thrown around, and then like what the consequences of this whole thing might be.
Right. And what's so fascinating about this is that this wasn't like some behind the scenes whispering campaign. This is just erupted
Totally.
in the middle of a legislative session. It's just wild.
Yeah, it was right there in the assembly.
Cooperation Minister K.N. Rajana just comes out and says it.
It's unbelievable.
What was your reaction when you first heard that part of the story?
Oh my gosh. I mean, honestly, it was just the audacity of it.
Yeah.
You don't picture a minister standing up and saying,
Yeah.
yep, I got caught in a honey trap,
Right.
and then it just throws this whole thing into a spin.
It does. It's like, okay, well, that's a personal embarrassment. But then he goes on to say that there's 48 other people
Right.
who have been caught up in this.
And not just politicians.
And not just politicians. He even includes members of the judiciary in that number.
Right.
So now you're talking about something that's way more organized
Yeah.
than just a few isolated incidents.
Right. It suggests like there's a network at play.
Exactly. And then to make things even weirder, he talks about this so-called CD and pen drive factory where they have all this material on these individuals.
Compromising material.
Yes. And he even suggests that it's a nationwide operation.
And that it might involve union ministers.
I know.
I mean, CDs in 2025.
It's almost like a blast from the past.
I know. It feels like a spy movie from the 90s.
I know. It really makes you wonder about what's really going on here.
It does.
Like, is this a deliberate tactic to avoid leaving a digital footprint, or are they just really behind the times?
I mean, it's a good question.
Yeah, but then when you think about the fact that he's alleging this nationwide network and that it involves these high-ranking officials, it just adds another layer of complexity to it.
It does.
Right.
So this bombshell just gets dropped right in the middle of the assembly.
Right in the middle of it.
What did the opposition do? The BJP, they didn't just sit there, did they?
No, they did not. They completely lost it. They were shouting. They were storming the well of the House.
Really?
Yeah, waving these CDs around, chanting down, down. It was pandemonium.
I bet.
They even had to adjourn the session because of it.
Wow.
It was a complete meltdown.
I mean,
It was quite the spectacle.
sounds like it.
And then you had Artashoka, the leader of the opposition. He comes out and says this is the biggest conspiracy against legislators.
Wow.
Yeah, he was not holding back.
I mean, that's a huge accusation.
It is. And he even said there was a clear, hidden agenda.
What do you think he meant by that?
Well, it sounds like he's implying that these honey traps were deliberately set up to compromise these people in positions of power.
Right, to maybe get some leverage over them or something?
Exactly. And then you have another BJP, Mala Muneratna. He goes even further and directly accuses the Deputy Chief Minister, D.K. Shivakumar.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he says, don't stoop to the level of honey trapping leaders.
That's so personal.
It is, and he even brings up family values.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, and then he talks about these late-night meetings where these traps were supposedly planned.
So he's saying that this is all orchestrated by the Congress Party.
That's what he's suggesting.
Wow. So what did the Congress Party do?
Well, Chief Minister Siddaramaiah, he tried to kind of calm things down. He said that anyone found guilty would not be protected,
Okay.
and that they would launch a high-level inquiry as soon as Rajana filed a formal complaint.
Okay. So he's taking it seriously, but also trying to reassure people.
Exactly. But then you have D.K. Shivakumar's response, which was a little strange.
Oh, yeah. What did he say?
He started asking these rhetorical questions like, are people forced into these situations? And he denied that there was any lack of protection within the government.
It almost sounds like he's trying to shift the blame.
Yeah, it kind of came across as dismissive, like he was downplaying the whole thing.
Right.
And then another Congress, Salat R.V. Deshpande, he questioned why the BJP was demanding a CBI investigation.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, he said that the state's existing investigative agencies were perfectly capable of handling it.
Okay, so he's basically saying that the BJP is just trying to make a big deal out of this for political gain.
Right.
So you've got all these accusations flying back and forth.
Yeah, and then in the middle of it all, you have the Speaker of the Assembly, UT Cater,
Oh my God.
trying to maintain order.
Talk about an impossible job.
I know, right? He ended up suspending 18 BJP hosts because it was just so chaotic.
Wow. But he was still able to get the finance bill passed.
Yeah, apparently he was very calm throughout the whole ordeal.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah, you got to give him credit for that.
Okay, so we've laid out the scene now, but let's try to step back
Okay.
and look at the bigger picture.
Right.
What are the big questions here?
Well, I mean, the whole idea of honeytrap operations in 2025 is strange to begin with.
Right, like why are they using CDs and pen drives?
Exactly. Is this some kind of low-tech strategy to avoid a digital trail?
Yeah.
Or is it something else entirely?
Who's behind it?
Yeah, who would benefit from this?
Is it just about blackmail, or is there a deeper political motive?
Right. Could this be about influencing policy decisions?
Or maybe just ruining people's reputations?
Exactly, and then you have to think about the implications for public trust.
Yeah, I mean, if judges are really involved in this,
Oh my gosh.
that's a huge deal.
It is. It really undermines faith in the judicial system.
Right, and it makes you wonder about the security of all these high-ranking officials.
Yeah, if they're vulnerable to these kinds of tactics, then what does that say about their judgment?
And their ability to do their jobs effectively.
Exactly. And of course, you can't ignore the political angle here.
Right, I mean, the timing of this is very suspicious.
It is. The BJP is clearly trying to use this to damage the Congress Party.
And the Congress Party trying to downplay it and deflect blame.
Yeah, it's a classic political battle.
So where do we go from here?
Well, we need answers to those big questions.
Yeah, who's behind this? What's the scope of it?
And what's going to happen to those involved?
Will there be any real accountability?
We'll have to wait and see.
And this whole thing really raises questions about privacy in the digital age.
It does. I mean, it's so easy to record and share information now.
Right. And it's not always clear where the line is between public interest and personal privacy.
Yeah, it's a tricky issue.
Well, it's definitely a story to keep an eye on.
Yeah, this is far from over.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
We'll be back soon with more.
Absolutely.
All right.
Take care, everyone.
See you later.